Hello Guardians, this is DISStraction Gaming coming to you with another video. In today's video we're going to look at the Hunter Revenant, the new Stasis subclass, coming with Beyond Light. If you are interested in the other Stasis subclasses revealed, the Titan Behemoth or the Warlock Shadebinder, I will leave a link at the end of the video for both videos, which also cover the Stasis subclass powers in general, and also the new modifiers of subclasses, aspects, and fragments. As always, if you do enjoy this video, hit that subscribe button, and let's get on with the video. The Hunter subclass embodies the idea of slowing the battle around them with their stasis powers. This starts with their melee ability, Withering Blade. The Revenant throws razor-sharp stasis shurikens into the fray that ricochet off multiple enemies and surfaces, slowing and damaging them in the process. Land 2 shurikens on the same target and that enemy will be instantly frozen. Meanwhile, the Hunter Revenant deadly super, called Silence and Squall, is named after the pair of Karma Blades that the Hunter summons from the darkness for a two-pronged attack, with each Karma Blade having a different function. Part 1, Deadly Edge. Upon impact, the first blade shatters and sends out a wave of stasis energy that freezes any enemies in the surrounding area. Part 2, Stasis Storm. The second blade hits and can be embedded in a surface or enemy, and upon detonation creates a violent stasis storm that homes in on nearby enemies, slowing, damaging, and eventually freezing them. To make the subclass even more powerful, as previously mentioned, you can add aspects and fragments to modify your subclass. Bungie showed 2 aspects for the Hunter Revenant. The first, Shatter Dive, that allows the Hunter to descend while in mid-air and shatter nearby targets on impact. They also mentioned, but didn't show an image, of the ability of a Hunter-specific slow dodge aspect that will allow the Revenant to temporarily slow nearby enemies each time they perform a dodge. They also showed a fragment called Whisper of Hedrons, as upon screen, that gives Guardians a bonus to weapon damage after freezing a target with stasis at the disadvantage of a -10 to strength. Now for my impression of the Hunter Revenant. As a Hunter main, I am definitely excited about the melee ability Withering Blade. It looks awesome from what we've seen in the gameplay trailers. Just the ability to throw it and the amount of times it ricochets off walls, it looks cool, especially with the effect as well. It'd be interesting to see how powerful it is at slowing and freezing down enemies. I can imagine this is going to be really cool in multiplayer, especially for highlight reels, and I look forward to using it on Titan shotgunners. I can't wait to throw it at the head. In terms of the super also looks interesting. The ability to throw 2 different blades with 2 different effects sounds like it could be interesting in terms of the gameplay loop. Freeze one side of the zone and then slow and then hopefully freeze them on the other side, and essentially maybe control 2 lanes. It is also interesting compared to the other supers that this isn't a roaming super. It is essentially another one kind of shot super again for the Hunter. I am personally digging the vibes that the Hunter subclass does get, and it'll be interesting to see what else it has, especially with the aspects and fragments. For what we've shown from the fragments, I do like the ability to slow down enemies on dodge. I think that's going to be really useful, as well as combined with exotics that increase the dodge capability. And also the idea of slamming down from mid-air and shattering enemies sounds really cool in practice. It'd be cool to see that, giving a hunter some more mobility kind of moves in combat should be really cool. In terms of the fragment that we've shown, which should be across all Guardians, that sounds really cool. Increasing the damage once you shatter crystalline structures for your weapons. I can imagine that's going to be a really useful fragment that a lot of hunters, warlocks and titans are going to equip in their slots. In terms of your opinions, please do leave them in the comments below. I'd very much enjoy reading them. And let's go on to a bit more news, as Bungie revealed some of the Stasis Subclass grenades. So, in terms of grenades, they showed the Glacier grenade, which upon contact with the ground forms a wall of stasis crystals that instantly bursts from the earth, and nearby enemies are frozen inside the structure. The grenades also have multiple uses, from encasing enemies to creating cover, and when destroyed, the crystals will create an area of effect burst damage to nearby enemies. The other grenade that they revealed was the Cold Snap grenade. Upon impact the ground or an enemy, this grenade unleashes a wave of stasis energy that races along the ground in the direction of the closest nearby enemy, freezing them and then searching out the next nearby foe. You can freeze up to 3 enemies with a single Cold Snap grenade. Duskfield grenade is the third grenade, and it creates a powerful stasis field that sucks enemies into them when forming. Once an enemy is caught inside, they will be slowed and, if unable to make it out in time, frozen in place. So that covers it for this news, Guardians. As always, please do like, share and subscribe, and if you didn't like this video, please do leave a dislike. All criticism is appreciated, and stick around for more great gaming news. This is DISStraction Gaming. See you in the next one.